Every year, I sit down with sellers who've already spent money, sometimes a lot of money. New countertops, fresh paint throughout, a bathroom gut reno. And they look at me and say, "We did all this so we could get top dollar." And I have to tell them, gently but honestly, that some of what they just spent isn't coming back. Not because the work wasn't done well, but because they spent it on the wrong things. And nobody told them before they wrote the checks. That's what this video is about. If you own a home in Buffalo and you're thinking about selling, whether it's this summer, this fall, or you're already planning for next year, I want to save you from making an expensive mistake. Because the question isn't, should I fix up my home before I list it? The question is, what actually moves the needle for Buffalo buyers? And what's just money I'm not going to get back? I'm going to give you the honest answer, all of it. Here's the psychology behind why this happens, and it makes complete sense once you see it. You've lived in your home, you know what's outdated, the kitchen hasn't been touched since 2009, the master bath still has the original fixtures, the basement is unfinished, and because you've been living in it, you've been mentally accounting for it, telling yourself, we need to fix that before we can sell. So you go and fix it, and it costs more than you expected, and now you need to price the home high enough to recoup it. Here's where it goes sideways. Buyers aren't going to pay you cost plus for your renovation. They're going to compare your home to every other home in the price range and decide what is worth it to them. Right now, in this market, your $28,000 kitchen doesn't automatically add $28,000 of value. In some cases, it adds more. In a lot of cases, it adds less. And in some cases, particularly when finishes don't match what buyers in that price range are expecting, it barely moves the number at all. This is what I mean when I say the question isn't whether to update, it's which updates, how much, and whether the math actually works in your favor. Before any Buffalo seller spends money on pre-listing updates, I want them to run through 3 questions every time without exception. Question 1, will this bring me more than I spend? Not every update has positive ROI. Some come close to breaking even, some don't. You need to know which category you're in before you commit. The way I think about it, in the Buffalo market right now, there are certain updates buyers price in, meaning a home without them trades at a discount. And there are updates buyers appreciate, but won't necessarily pay a premium for. You want to close discounts, you don't need to build a premium. Question 2, is this something buyers can't see past? There's a difference between a dated kitchen and a broken kitchen. A dated kitchen, original cabinets, older appliances, tile from 2005. Buyers can see past that. They'll factor it into what they offer, but it won't kill the sale. A broken kitchen, missing hardware, water damage, appliances that don't work, that stops buyers cold. Same logic applies to every part of the house. Condition issues that make a home feel distressed are worth fixing. Cosmetic things that are simply old, that's a pricing conversation, not a renovation conversation. Question 3, how long until I list? If you're listing in 30 days, your renovation options are extremely limited. Fresh paint, deep clean, declutter, curb appeal, those are your levers. If you're 6 months out, we have more room. The timeline changes the strategy completely. This is why I always want to talk to sellers before they start spending, not after. A 20-minute conversation before you call a contractor can save you thousands. Quick note, if you're thinking about selling and you're not sure what to fix and what to skip, that's exactly what my free prep consult is designed for. We walk through your home, I tell you what Buffalo buyers are going to care about and what they won't, and you leave with a prioritized list. No fluff, no pressure. The link to book is in the description. Let me get specific because this is where the conversation gets useful. In my experience pricing and selling homes across the Buffalo Metro, Snyder, Amherst, Orchard Park, South Buffalo, Williamsville, here's what I see buyers consistently paying a premium for and what they don't. What moves the number? Move-in ready condition. In the current Buffalo market, buyers are busy and they're cautious. A home that feels finished, clean, fresh, nothing obviously broken, commands a premium over a comparable home that needs work, even if the work is cosmetic. Move-in ready is not a cliche, it's a dollar amount. Mechanical systems, new roof, updated HVAC, newer hot water. These are things buyers, inspectors are going to flag. When those items are fresh, buyers feel safer. They offer stronger. When they're aging out, buyers discount, sometimes significantly. Curb appeal. This one surprises people because it seems small. But the first photo in the listing is almost always the exterior. If a buyer drives past your house and it doesn't match what they imagined from the photos, they've already started mentally adjusting their offer. Power wash, fresh mulch, a painted front door. These are low cost, high return. What rarely moves the number enough to justify the spend? Full kitchen remodels. Unless the kitchen is distressed, not just dated, a full kitchen gut at $30,000 to $50,000 in many Buffalo price points doesn't return dollar for dollar. Buyers will appreciate it, they won't necessarily pay for it. Luxury finishes in non-luxury price points. If you're selling in the $300,000 to $400,000 range in Snyder or Amherst and you install $15,000 in custom tile work, that tile is going to look beautiful and recover maybe $5,000 in value. Buyers in that range aren't paying for high-end custom finishes. They're pricing for clean and functional. Full bathroom renovations, same logic. A deep clean, new fixtures, a good grout job can accomplish 80% of what a full renovation accomplishes at 10% of the cost. I want to tell you about something I do with every seller before we talk about listing. And it's something most agents don't offer because it takes real time and real expertise to do it right. It's called a prep consult, and it's exactly what it sounds like. I walk through your home in person, not on a Zoom call, and I tell you exactly what I think you should do before we list, what you should skip, and what the math looks like on both. No sales pitch, no contractor referrals, I'm getting a kickback on, just my honest read on 25 years of watching Buffalo buyers respond to homes. Here's what comes out of it: a prioritized list, high ROI items at the top, nice to haves in the middle, and a clear don't bother section at the bottom. Some sellers walk away with a short to-do list. Some walk away realizing they don't need to spend anything at all. The home is ready. I've done this walkthrough with sellers who came in ready to spend big on renovations and left with a much shorter, much cheaper list and got a better outcome because of it. And I've done it with sellers who thought they were ready to list and found a few things that needed attention before photos. Either way, you go in informed, and informed sellers almost always do better. So here's the honest answer to the question in the title of this video. Should you renovate before you sell? Probably not in the way you're imagining. The full gut renovation, the luxury upgrade, the project you've been putting off for years, those are almost never the right move before you list. Not because they're not worth doing, but because the timing is wrong and the ROI math rarely works out. What you should almost always do: address condition issues that will come up in inspection. Make the home feel clean and move-in ready. Fix the things buyers can't see past, and spend strategically on curb appeal. What you should do before any of that: talk to someone who knows what Buffalo buyers in your price range are actually paying for right now, because that changes seasonally, year over year, neighborhood by neighborhood. That's what I'm here for, and the conversation doesn't cost you anything. If you're planning to sell your Buffalo home this year or next, and you're not sure what to fix, what to skip, or whether you're ready to list at all, let's talk. A free prep consult is exactly what it sounds like. I come to your home, walk through it with you, and give you my honest read. What's worth money to Buffalo buyers right now? What isn't? What order to tackle things in if you have a timeline to work with? You'll leave with clarity. No obligation, no pressure, no contractor I'm sending you to. Just real information from someone who has been inside more Buffalo homes than I can count and knows how buyers in this market think. The link to book is in the description. Text or calls work too. My number is down there. DM on Instagram if that's easier for you. After 25 years, I've seen what separates the sellers who maximize their outcome from the ones who leave money on the table. It usually comes down to the decisions made in the 60 to 90 days before listing. Spring is over, which means if you're planning a summer or fall sale, that window is right now. I'd rather you spend it wisely. If this was useful, subscribe. I put out real Buffalo seller content every week. Data, strategy, and the honest answers you're not always going to hear from someone who just wants the listing. I'll see you in the next one.